I'm happy to say that this is the finished product. This is actually a few days later. I had some stuff to do, but nonetheless, we got it done, and the King Tour Pack from Advanblack is installed. So this is what it would look like if you have a Redline Red, Road Glide, Street Glide. Hello everyone, and welcome back to 2147 Crew. In front of us is my 2022 Road Glide in Redline Sinister Red with the 131 Stage 4 kit, and it has a lot of accessories, carbon fiber wheels, blah blah blah. Has a lot of good stuff. It also has several items from Advanblack, and that's the interfering kit and the attack front headlight, and I have videos on that. But back here, as you all know, I am going to Sturgis. So the good people over at Advanblack sent me these boxes, and in here is the King Tour Pack with a bunch of accessories, and I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox them and show them to you all, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm doing this with one hand, but look how much wrapping comes for this King Tour Pack. Like, look at this, man. Look at all this wrapping that comes for it. So again, Advanblack does an amazing job on packaging and their materials. But here's the King Tour Pack. Let me get this thing off. But here it is in all its glory here, and it just looks phenomenal, right? I mean, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that color. Look at that detail. I mean, it's just spotless. I'm just gonna go right over it here on top. I mean, it looks like a mirror, right? Like you would think you're looking at a mirror. Absolutely no blemishes. And this is like the ultimate fact for all of you all that know about painting. There's no like spots on it, no like dings or any little specks of dirt or anything. And I literally just unpacked it. So whoever their painter is or their painters over at Advanblack, I mean, look at this. This here just looks like a mirror, and it's not, it's the actual thing. Here is the latch on one side, and it's all black, and I got it with the black option. And yeah, man, Advanblack just does amazing work. So let me go ahead and open this bad boy up here. I got these other boxes to open up here, but I just wanted to show y'all my first impressions of this bad boy. I just opened the King Tour Pack, and it comes with this nice latch here. Oh, it kind of settled in there. The inside, as you can see, the material is made of is very strong, so it's pretty thick. You got all these bolts over here for the lid, so it looks like it's very well secured, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere unless you just yank it with a lot of force. But you have some down in here, for here and up here. This gasket here is it's going to seal your items here, so I'm sure it's going to do a great job. So in here, this box came in, and in the box, it looks like it's just a bunch of hardware. Oh, and the two keys. So you have the keys there for that hardware stuff there. So very nice box and very nice detail. So I'm gonna move this to the side. And in here is this metal. This thing is going to the side. In here is this metal plate here. And I'm doing this with one hand, so apologies ahead of time if the video is not stable. But I want to say this is the plate, the bracket that's going to mount right over here. All right, I just unboxed this, and this is one of the other boxes, and this is the black detachable 2-up Tour Pack mounting rack for the Harley Davidson touring models. And it's very robust in terms of the metal here. You can see it's pretty thick. It's like, I don't know if I can zoom in on it, but it's like 1/4-inch steel all around. And these are the latches, right, where you put them on your docking hardware in the back there. I'm actually going to replace these because I got some other ones that have locks, so nobody steals it. So these will be getting replaced. But it's very nice that it come with the Advanblack logo there. Very nice detail, in my opinion. I just unboxed this, and this is the RUSHMORE King Tour Pack pad, and it is big. it is definitely a good size. So I'm going to get into more details of them whenever I do the installation. But as always, I want to show y'all what y'all get. So this is the back side of it, and as you all can see, like everything else, it is built very well from Advanblack. Everything is done. Here you have their logo, and you have R for right, and I would presume, yep, over here you have the L for left. Just in case anybody gets confused on mounting these. But as you can see, even the bottom, the back of them, they do really, really good work with their product here, and I cannot wait to get this assembled and installed. So, but yeah, this is just a good view. And again, I'm doing this with one hand, so I apologize if it's not it, but if it doesn't come out well, but I'll show it this all together once it is fully assembled. Okay, and the last box we have from Advanblack, they sent us this 4-point docking system that we're going to install on my Road Glide back there. So I have the seat from Bad Boy Cycles, the back seat for the passenger, so I'll obviously install that. But this is what they sent us, and in case you're all order this from them, this is what you will receive. Very well powder coated. They just look great to me. So yeah, so these will be installed along with the King Tour Pack. So let me go ahead and assemble it and show you what it looks like. I'm in the process of assembling it, and I thought, well, for one, this is what the plate looks like, and it has their logo stamped on there, it looks like. And this is very thick. This is, I don't know, 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch metal steel here. But one thing I noticed, I thought I was going to have to drill the holes out, but I don't. They're already pre-drilled, and this area around here is very thick. As you can see, it goes through there, and to what I can see is maybe, man, I don't know if, let me zoom in. Oh, let me see, I lost the camera. It looks like maybe about a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch thick. So once this plate is installed on here and I put the bolts on it, it's not going anywhere. And when you put the plate on here, and again, I'm doing this with one hand, all the holes line up, you see? I just finished installing the 4-point docking system in conjunction with the Screaming Eagle Olin shock. So one thing I wanted to point out is that this bolt here, or both of these are T40, and since I didn't have the 4-point docking system on there, the Screaming Eagle Olin shocks come with these 2 spacers. This is the longer one because I didn't have the 4-point docking system, and the shorter one is the same thing, it's just shorter by maybe, I don't know, 1/4 inch. Obviously to make space for the 4-point docking system brackets, right? So I just wanted to point that out because in case you all do have the Screaming Eagle Olin shocks, do not throw away the other spacers that are in there because you might need them. So, so I just wanted to point that out for you all's reference. I'm happy to say that this is the finished product. This is actually a few days later. I had some stuff to do, but nonetheless, we got it done, and the King Tour Pack from Advanblack is installed. So this is what it would look like if you have a Redline Red Road Glide, Street Glide with a 4-point docking system. This is what it would look like, and it does not disappoint. As you can see down there, the SC Olin shocks that I had installed are not in the way with their brackets. They're not in the way of the King Tour Pack at all, not one bit. So I'm just gonna go around here so y'all can kind of get the first glance at it, because I think it's just awesome. I think it just looked great. So again, Advanblack, thank you so much for sending this out to us to review and install and test out on the way to Sturgis. I'm definitely going to use it when I'm over in Sturgis, so I'll provide another video with updates on that. But I'm just going to review it from the top to the bottom. I know I did the initial unboxing, but this is what it looks like in natural light. So here you have the backrest, and as I pointed out, the stitching here from top to bottom is just intact. It all looks pretty even. It looks very well done. There's no issues that I've identified. There's no fraying, nothing kind of, you know, strands kind of popping out to the side. I mean, absolutely nothing, because normally there's little things that you have to kind of address or, you know, get with the lighter so it doesn't continue to fray on you. But in this case, nothing happened, and it's very important because this is going to be in the sun like a lot, if not the whole time that I'm over there at Sturgis. So, and obviously when I ride here inside, in town, I should say. Okay, so that's the backrest. So I covered the King Tour Pack, but I'm gonna go over it again. I'm gonna just go over the hinges here. They're very well painted or powder coated black, and they hold the top lid like no problem. You know, they're very, very sturdy. I think I am gonna paint these hinge bolts black, so that way it can all just kind of be black. So let me get over here, go around here, to the actual hinge that closes and opens. And here it is, again, very well painted, powder coated, or it's painted, but I want to say it's powder coated black, and it looks great. One thing you all may notice is that the lock here, it was chrome, just like this one that comes here, which I'm gonna paint black, but I removed it and I went ahead and painted it black, and I think it looks good. Let's talk about the color, since this side has a little bit more sun on it. The color looks great. I mean, it color matches it, no problem, no problem. It's an exact match, just like the Advanblack interfering kit, interfering the top air duct vent here, and also the gauge cluster. It color matches, no problem. And while we're talking about Advanblack, that is your Advanblack attack headlight, and it works great. So I can't wait to show you all what it looks like, how I'll be using it on the road in the nighttime and of course in the daytime. So stay tuned for my Sturgis trip. But nonetheless, the color is on point, no problem. So I'm gonna go here, right here, and I'm just gonna, as you can see, that's like the ground over there. But I'm just gonna go over it like this because I swear it looks like a mirror. You know, you see all this stuff here, and then there's like the little ridge right there. I mean, it's flawless. It is flawless. I hope I'm getting all of this because it's so sunny I can't really see the screen of my camera here. So, but yeah, so again, I'm just kind of, look at this. Look at that paint. It's just clear, man. It's like a mirror, you know? I mean, it's just awesome. So I'm very happy. So Advanblack has awesome painter, or painters for that matter. But okay, moving on down here, their bracket, it's more like an 1/8 inch thick bracket, but I mean, it's perfectly aligned. It perfectly fit down here. Let me see, let me show this. It perfectly fit with the 4-point docking system, no problem at all. And also down here, I have it moved all the way back just so my wife could have more comfort and more space when she's riding with me now that we're able to ride together. So yeah, so that's what the bottom looks like, and the bracket is just very firm, very sturdy, no issues there. In terms of, again, the bracket, you know, this system here locks onto the 4-point docking system, no problem at all. I painted those black, but I'll have to repaint them because they kind of got scuffed up, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, it installs, no problem. Those I am actually going to remove, and I'm going to install the Harley Davidson ones that actually lock, so that way nobody takes this bad boy, because they are definitely not cheap. So, but that's what it looks like. And then in terms of the bracket for the Screaming Eagle Olin shocks, I mean, it's just not in the way. It's just not in the way at all. I'm gonna try to do my best to kind of get this here and over there, but yeah, I mean, no issues at all with the bracket. But yeah, so I'm gonna open the lid here, and it clears it again. It clears it a couple of inches, no problem, no problem. So the inside, when you open it, looks like this. You know, where do I start? Okay, well, let's stop here. Let's start with the top. The backrest is held by these 3 bolts right there. And you know, that was easy to install, just tighten them up, no problem. The inside also has this rubber lining that goes all around it, the rubber gasket, and that's obviously for 2 things. One, so it doesn't vibrate when you're riding, and to keep it to keep the water out. But also in terms of keeping the water out, the design of this, it kind of goes up here, in, and then up again, and then in terms of the top lid, just goes over that. So that design, in conjunction with this rubber gasket here, is definitely going to keep the water and moisture out, which I'm really happy to observe and to know. So, and while I have the camera here, the hinges, they're held by these 8 bolts, and yeah, I mean, it just holds it, no problem. It keeps it aligned when I open and close it at all, you know, the whole time. And then this item here, that Advanblack here, it retracts back and forth, and it just holds the lid up, and when I close it, it retracts with it and with it. So, but it does a great job at holding it in place. This is actually screwed in, not glued in, screwed in with these 2 bolts there, or screws, and it holds it in, no problem. As you can see, I have it open, and it doesn't have any flex in the ABS plastic, because I noticed that it's ABS plastic there, and for you all that know about that kind of stuff, ABS plastic is one of the strongest plastic materials around. So here we have the plate that goes obviously here on the inside to hold the bottom bracket in its place, and it does a great job. It doesn't like move it. Like I'm moving this and it's shaking the whole bike. I don't know if you can see that. It's shaking the whole bike. Like it's so firmly placed on the bike, so it's always good. Okay, so now I think that is all I have to cover on this in terms of an initial review. And this is, again, this is what it would look like if you all purchase this King Tour Pack for your touring model. You know, I thought, you know, I was reading a lot, and so some people I know were saying that the King Tour Pack for them is very nice in terms of to have extra space, but it kind of takes away the look of the bike. And in my opinion, you know, I do like the low profile ones. I think they look good too. But in my opinion, this King Tour Pack is where it's at. You know, I mean, you're paying for the backrest, right? For some, and you're also paying to have the extra cargo space back there, and a trunk, if you will, right? But for me, even when I back up here, like, yeah, is it a King Tour Pack? Is it big? Yes, but it, I think it looks great. I think it looks great. So I just mentioned that because some of you all may be wondering which one you all want. You want the lower ones or the smallest one that they have there at Advanblack, or this King Tour Pack. And for me, in my opinion, the King Tour Pack is where it's at. So, but yeah, so again, I just wanted to cover that because that's actually one question that I had myself. So I just want to share it with y'all. So let's see what else. That does it for today's video. Again, a big thank you and shout out to Ellen over at Advanblack for sending this over to me to review, to install, and really mostly for the trips to Sturgis. So on that note, I will be over at Sturgis August 11th, right? And in the morning, I'll be over at the Advanblack tent at Black Hills Harley Davidson. They're going to have a tent there, so I'll be there August 11th, probably like around 8 or 9 in the morning. And if y'all want to just see this bike in person and you know, just say hi. So again, thank you all for watching. My current subscribers and returning viewers, thank you so much. If this is the first time you're watching the channel, welcome to 2147 Crew, and please consider subscribing and hitting the like button because it definitely helps out the channel. And besides, subscribing is free. So y'all be good until the next video. 2147 Crew is out.